young, I loved when my Sims characters kissed. Same. One time she made a joke and she's like, what is the best thing about being intimate with 28-year-olds?
Because there's 20 of them.
Did I just hear that?
Calling the police.
Superior. English was not my first language, but I'm literally like, I cannot, superiority complex. It's just making me look pale, and I'm not really this pale. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I don't know. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I think this is the first time you guys have seen me with like extremely curly hair. Believe it or not, this is actually my natural hair. All I do is just like dry it, put some mousse. So in this video, I'm going to basically do my little lighthearted one that I was talking to you guys about in the community post. I'm going to read your confessions, your secrets, your questions. Hope you enjoy, and let's just get on with it. So let's start off with the question. What is the strangest comment a teacher has ever made? Okay, I have a good one for this. I was waiting for this moment. So when I was in 9th grade, I was in drama class and we had this teacher. So she was nice to me and everything. Like, she was more on the laid back side, but she was kind of like, I don't know how to explain this type of teacher, but basically one time she made a joke and she's like, what's the best thing about, I'm just gonna say it like this, what is the best thing about being intimate with 28-year-olds? Now we thought she meant 28-year-old, like the age, but she said,
because there's 20 of them.
Did I just hear that?
Calling the police.
If this was a guy teacher and we reported him, I don't know if he would have been fired, but
there would have been repercussions.
that was strange. That was sus. That was kind of sus. So I got a few confessions that were more so about how people were feeling towards me in the channel. And what I want to say in response to them is very sweet. Thank you very much. The fact that you guys, you know, you like what I say, you like my mentality, how I'm showing emotion. I really appreciate these comments. They're really sweet. Every time I'm driving by a golf course, I purposely slow down, wait till a golfer is about to swing, and I honk to throw them off and see their reaction. That's mean. When I was in the hospital to give birth, Oh, I thought I said to give birth to my partner. When I was in the hospital to give birth, my partner loudly announced to everyone in the room, wow, I didn't know your hemorrhoids were so bad. Well, what a great way to relieve the pain, have some laughter. Okay, whoa. I don't know why we're coughing all of a sudden. When I was young, I loved when my Sims characters kissed. By the way, love your channel. Thank you. And same. I cannot lie, you know, if you guys are going to be exposing yourself anonymously, I'll be exposing myself not anonymously. Yeah, let's be transparent. Let's be honest with one another here. I think we all loved, I think as kids, we would all just like, when we saw like two people kissing, we were like, oh my gosh, like it was like a big deal and everything. So like, I get it. I loved doing romantic, having my Sims like kiss and hug, and I was not going to take it further. I was a child. But I know some of y'all. The only reason I took my vitamins today is because they're in gummy form. Honestly, same though. Like, I take these vitamins right here, and don't judge me because there's Sesame Street or whatever the heck is on it. But instead of eating candy, we eat vitamins. Well, I'm a girl, and I sometimes pose as an incel just to gain access to those types of spaces. My curiosity gets the best of me. Okay, I feel like we've all like posed as other people just to see what it would feel like to be in their shoes. Actually, I'm gonna give you guys another story exposing myself. When I was younger, like 1 or 2 times when I went on like Omegle chat, like for fun, I would pretend to be
a boy and
talk to like a girl, and this was my mentality at the time. I was younger, don't judge me. I wouldn't like form a whole connection with them. It would be like a few minutes, and like I would pretend to be like this super nice boy and everything, because and at that time I felt like boys were not like the most respectful to me, so I wanted to be that type of respectful boy for this random girl. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't. I was a child, don't judge me. I was at my partner's parents' house when I walked up behind him, stroked his back, and said, hey, handsome. I almost died of shame when I realized this wasn't my partner, but his dad. In my defense, they're the same height and build. I would be embarrassed. I would be like, oh, sorry. Like, what? Like, I haven't had that happen to me, but you know the times when you're in the store, the thing ran out of storage. So what I was saying is like, well, when we go into like the store, tap someone and we think it's our parents, we're like, hey, mom. Oh, never mind. It's like awkward. But then you like get over it. I can't go to sleep without fantasizing about being kidnapped and sedated. I can't fall asleep without like hugging my little, I can't fall asleep without feeling like I have pillows and blankets around me. We are not the same. I know, but like I can you know, not trying to go all psychologist here. It's not a surprise when people have these types of likes. It could stem from trauma and things like that. What kind of things do you end a friendship over? To be honest with you, I don't end friendships or block people as easily as it may seem. But I think that like the deal breakers or whatever would just have to be when things happen over and over again. If I feel like I'm getting disrespected over and over again, I feel like I am being judged over and over again, the person is like maybe taking things out on me, I get like really weird judgmental energy from someone and it just keeps happening and happening, that's when I'm not gonna be straight up like, I don't want to be your friend. I'll just like start to distance myself. And it's not because like I'm mad at them, but because I need to protect myself and my energy, and I do not have the time and energy to be stressed over things like this, that I'm here probably stressing more than they are about it, you know, and that's not right. So you gotta protect yourself. I'm not saying there's bad people out there, but there's people that put out bad energy and like, you know, yeah. Answer unique Q&A questions or video with me. If you're asking if I'll do a Q&A, I feel like I'm kind of doing one right now because I'm getting questions, but you know, if you guys want, just keep leaving questions on this. I'll answer the questions when I get enough. Okay, depression is really kicking my butt. Honestly, I just want to give up, and I know I can't, but it's not that simple, you know? I hate myself because I care about others more than myself. I understand how it feels like when you feel like you're putting other people first all the time, and you might feel like it's not being reciprocated, or you feel as though you're draining yourself. Listen, and I know that it might sound so cliche, like everybody says this, but for real, don't let anyone ever make you feel like you're not worthy just because of how they're treating you. I have firsthand experience when you prioritize everyone else, you know, then that's just when people have, you know, mental breakdowns, and you know, they get overwhelmed and stressed. I have experienced it firsthand too many times. I'm admitting it. Also, take care of yourself. Just keep going. I believe there's always a way out. Like whenever there's a will, there's a way. And it may seem like things never get better. Again, I understand this, but they will. I send you my best vibes. And yeah, you know, I wanted to make this a fun video, but when I get things like that, I'm not going to ignore it and look past it. Stay strong. I send you all my positive energy. My dad had to throw away a $250 pair of shoes because of me. When I was 10, my family and I went camping for a week. Since there were no toilets within miles of the campsite, I tried to hold in my crap for a week. Don't know why I had that brilliant idea. That reminds me of the time when we were in grade 8, we had a graduation trip, and like we were there for like 2 nights and 3 days, but people were holding in their poo essentially because they didn't want to like go in front of everyone, and like the possibility of it like smelling up the bathroom, and you can't open the window. But apparently then we found out this other guy clogged the toilet in his room, and we shared like a room with like 4 people, like me and like 3 other people, for example. The genders obviously separated. That's what it made me think of. Don't know why I had that brilliant idea, but 2 days before we left, I couldn't hold it in any longer and let out a massive turd. My dad went out to gather some wood for the fire and returned absolutely coated in my feces. Okay, we're gonna end this video here. Thanks for watching.